Today, I want to talk about why I entered the race for Senate in 2028 and why I encourage more people, especially young people, to get involved in politics. You see, at the onset of the founding of this company, or rather, excuse me, not this company, but this country, um, the founders and the authors of the Constitution wanted average Americans like you and I to run the government. Why? Because we're the people that are out there in the world working in the middle of this country, making things happen. Not the billionaire class who sits back and collects their money, but we're the actual laborers that do it. Back in the days that the Constitution was drafted, it was farmers mostly that were, and those who had fought the war that were coming into politics and became members of the first Congress. Yes, it is true that a couple of slave owners did get in there, but at that time, that was the accepted norm. But let me give you a few facts that you may or may not have known. Now, I'm sure with Donald Trump coming into the scene, we've found out that there is no constitutional bar against a convicted felon running and becoming the president of the United States. That also holds true for the United States Senate and the United States House of Representatives. There is no constitutional bar or federal law barring convicted felons from holding those positions, holding those offices. If you're elected, and that's that. And sadly to say, but there are a lot of people in this country that have some kind of a criminal record. It's a fact. But they're still taxpayers, perhaps, or residents of the United States of America. And with that being said, they still have a provision to go in and run for elected office, just like they do to vote. That's right. Now, I want to show you a difference here because the billionaire class, the wealthy class, does not know the struggles. There's a big disconnect because there's only 1%, 0.1% of the uber wealthy. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Mark Zuckerberg, for example, are in that class. They've got so much money that the next 10 generations of their family will never have to work, and they'll be well taken care of. 10 generations, which is approximately, or rounded out, 100 years, easily. 100 years, a century from now. And that's saying that they didn't go out and work and make more money or double their investments. But the by and large of America is people like you and I that have worked, that have fought to get credit, who have messed up credit, who have struggled to pay bills, who go to the grocery store or the furniture store or wherever and just groan at the prices. The Constitution provided for people like us to be the lawmakers because we know better than the billionaire class who can afford anything at any price. And that's why I encourage you. Yes, I'm going to run because I know what the people want better than a Donald Trump or an Elon Musk or most of these wealthy Congress people. And to that end, I want to introduce this idea to you. There should be a constitutional limit to when a president can run for office. After the age of 65, the answer is no. You must be below the age of 65 or 66 to run for office. There also should be term limits on the Supreme Court of 18 years. There should be term limits in the Congress of 12 years. It doesn't make sense to have people that are using the rules of 50 years ago trying to make laws now. It makes no sense. We need fresh new blood.